barbecue on a cold night at the foot of the Rockies. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Drake. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets it up past the 35. The Broncos at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 42. Good pick up there, 22. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Counter play, Drake. And he'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week. Trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hurts. This goes out wide for Drake. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Isaiah Spiller His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. McManus's point after it is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down, Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Those were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive and the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Drake one more time on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. 20, 5, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean,
this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards. But first down, Hurts. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Once more, here's Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force the throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
To about the 26 here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just...
Touchdown, Broncos! Jay Sternberger from 3 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to get in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Williams, the man in motion left. On the give, this is Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the 45 on set. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Up the middle they go with Drake. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Hurts throw taken in here by Patrick. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So the interception set it up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's Eckler again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Here is Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 108 yards yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Kenyon Drake. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and... And now here is another interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Eckler is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning?
Hurts fumbles it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Eckler. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Probably no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Herbert to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert. Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Throwing, Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Birds fumbles it, and picked up by the Chargers.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So, for the Chargers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.